Hello, welcome to Heart Center Tarot. This is your week ahead reading for members only. Hey, membership has its privileges. Welcome to all of you. So, this is the week ahead for January the 8th through to the 14th. So, I will be using the Starseed Oracle deck. This one. And I thought, yeah, we would go with an Oracle deck this time around and see just what it is that we are to look forward to this week, anything that comes up that we need to sort of concentrate on. But you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. Um, I met with my local tarot group today and we had a lovely time. And it seemed that the general consensus with the readers that were there, whether they were tarot readers, psychic readers, rune readers, whatever the case might be, everyone felt really positive and we're really excited about 2024. So, well, there's going to be a lot to be excited about. So, we'll start We'll start this here in a minute. And for that, I just wanted to remind you guys this is a recorded video. So whether you're watching it the day that it drops or whether you're watching it a week, a month, a year from now, take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. So you will see it when you're meant to see it. So alrighty. And I hope everyone had a lovely new year. And you had lots of fun. You spent time with family and all that good stuff. So let's see what the cards have in store for this week. And we start off with Lost Lands. And this is about soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. It's Monday. Tuesday is The Courageous Peony. Let me see if I can't bring that up a little closer so you can see that. And the message here is multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Wednesday is Forge, don't follow. And the message is pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Thursday is Double Mission. And this says Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. I'm liking this so far. Friday is Earth. You can see there's someone down in the egg coming down, and there's lots and lots of those eggs around. So you're coming down with a lot of people. And this is learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Saturday, we have Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. And Sunday is All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Alrighty. It's kind of an interesting story that has come out here in the cards. And I'm always astounded. And then I'm astounded that I'm astounded how the cards will speak and give out the message that we need to hear. So we start off with lost lands and knowing where we come from, knowing that what we are doing here on earth is a divine plan. It was something that we signed up for. It was something that we wanted to experience. But there's always that inner knowing of where we come from and that we are more than just simply what we see and what we are at this particular moment in time. So, your yes, your soul has memories and gifts. Said this many times. The only difference between what I do and what some other people do is I practice. That's it. There's nothing really spectacular or special about what I do, except that I practice. So each and every one of you has come down here with the gifts that are necessary to you in order to have a successful life, to learn the lessons that you wanted to learn. And so it reminds us that what we are doing right now is we're not really learning new skills. We're just remembering the skills that we had and we're using them. And then the next card out, the Courageous Peony, is multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Don't be afraid to share your gifts. Don't be afraid to let others in on the knowledge that you have. Don't be afraid to share it with them. Some are going to resonate with it more than others, and that's all right. Not it's like we're all heading for the same destination. It's just that we're going to arrive at the destination at different times and on different days. And it's going to depend on the mode of travel that we take to get there, right? So some people are going to take a flight. Some people don't like flying, so they might take a train or they might drive. Other people really want to take their time, so they might decide to get on the bus. Ultimately, like I said, we're all going to end up at the same destination. It's just we get there at different times. So don't be afraid to take your time in the way that it suits you, in the way that it works for you. And don't compare yourself to anyone else who's on the journey. That, oh, well, they're so much further ahead than I am. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. The thing is, this is your journey. This is your way to get to the destination. So honor it in the way that it is presented to you and know that you are in exactly the right place for what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're trying to achieve. And then forge, don't follow. Make your own way. Do things that are comfortable to you, that resonate with you, that have meaning for you. If there are others along the path that you find that are like-minded, that's a bonus. You're traveling with a companion that you like when you kind of have that shared synchronicity and so on. But be the leader that you wish you had. If it's taken you a while to get to where you are right now and to have that spiritual awakening and whatnot, know that there are others that they're on the same path. And maybe all they need is to hear your experience, to hear how you got to where you are in order for something to click inside of them and have them see, oh, there's a different way to do this. There's another way to approach it. The way that I've been looking at it isn't the only way to do it. So be the leader that you wish that you had 20, 30, 40 years ago when you maybe ventured into this and it was all a bit woo woo and it was something that you did in your spare time and you didn't tell too many people for whatever reason. But if you think back, you probably wish that you had someone that you could go to and talk about things that come up, talk about where you are on your journey, how you're feeling, how you're doing. So be the leader that you wish that you had. I think that's just absolutely wonderful. And double mission. So we are here to not only serve as our own guides in our own journeys, but we are here to be a guide for others as well. And that really does coincide with that, forge, don't follow. Be willing to take that step forward. And yes, serve the world by being you, being who you authentically are. Um, if you remember that your authenticity is the only thing that really that you have to share with others, your authenticity, your sincerity, your empathy, all those things that make you uniquely you. So don't forget to um, yeah, serve as a leader, but also acknowledge the fact that you're on a journey for yourself. You're learning how to be human, right? So liken it maybe to learning a different language. Um, and how you approach it, how you start off with simple phrases, and then you move into something more difficult and whatnot, and then you practice, right? You practice saying phrases and so on until they feel very natural and they kind of come natural. So that's where you are. Is you're part of the world because the world needs you at this particular time. So, Earth, yeah, learning how to be human. Exactly. In the world, but not of it. So, you know that you have a higher purpose, that there is um, something more to you than just the number of years that you spend here and some of the things that you go through. You recognize that we are all connected. We are all part of the I am. Um, and so, learning how to be human means learning to accept the fact that sometimes you know, we'll, we'll make mistakes, we'll make wrong choices, um, we'll do things that maybe go against our nature in some way. In all of those things, if you really really look at it at the root, there's a lesson to be learned. So a mistake isn't really a mistake if you learn from it. Think of it as an opportunity, that the universe provided you with the opportunity to do something that went against what you wanted to do, to teach you that you could do what you needed to do, right? So it, I'm like I said, I'm really enjoying how these just absolutely they have the same message. They're just delivering it in different ways. The perspective, the look at the little blue dot that we are in the center, in our galaxy. We're surrounded by other planets and stars, and the more that you get away from Earth, the more that we seem so insignificant, that we are just this little dot, just like when you look up at the stars and you see all the stars and the planets in the sky, and they're bright little beams, but you don't You don't get to see really how big they are because you're so far away. So in this card, I think that the key lesson is um, to look at things from a different perspective. Try to, instead of focusing on maybe the small details, try to sit back, try to move back until you're able to see more and more and more of the picture. It's kind of like the eagle when it comes to the totem animals and so on. The eagle flies much higher than most birds, and that's because it gives it a much better and bigger perspective. It's higher. It can see what's going on. It can see where, where the food might be available on this side rather than on this side, and they may not have seen this one if they had been flying lower. So that's kind of, where you are being encouraged to go is to see the big picture, right? Don't and the term that I'm getting is, yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. So, and ultimately, yes, all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. I think this particular card really requires very little explanation because it's all right there. It's if something is troubling you and you need to find a solution, what's the best way to do that? To look inward, to, why am I invested in this particular outcome? What is it that I bring to the table that can either be something that is going to move us forward or is going to hinder us from making progress? So, know that your inner authority, your intuition is that's your compass. That's what guides you to make the decisions that you do. And we know that we are all guided by our higher selves, who, that the higher self, the soul, will never try to trip you up, to fool you, to make you believe that black is white and white is black. It will always guide you in the right direction if we just let go of the ego and just kind of go with the intuition and do things sometimes without understanding them. It's like having faith that there is a higher being, there is a God. No one can show you the existence of God, and yet for those who follow His teachings, there is no proof that is required. It's that inner faith. I just know. And so that's what this card is saying. Yes, all paths lead home. We are all going to get to that destination one way or another. Some of us are, might get there kicking and screaming all the way, but we're going to get there. And that home is the self, the I am, the knowing that we are absolutely perfect the way that we are exactly where we need to be, and that we are doing exactly what we need to be doing. So that's the message for this week. And you know what? I think it's a very nice message, and I like how all the cards work together. So I hope that this will resonate with you. I hope that you'll be able to take it as something that is going to be of value to you. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and thank you to all the new subscribers and all the new members. I really, really enjoy knowing that you're there. So until I see you later on in the week, and yeah, you can check out the community page. It'll let you know what I'm doing and where I'm going to be every day this week. So it's a way to kind of monitor what I'm doing. So until then, blessings for the week. I wish you nothing but the best, and I look forward to next week when we're going to do the week ahead. Um, at that time. All right, take care, everyone. Love you lots.